would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing. Other guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13.
A 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 16.
Now on 2nd and 16, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Grady Jarrett gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Sometimes I wonder, partner, what it would be like to just do a bar graph for all the players in the NFL to see where they came from in college to where they are in the NFL. And Danielle Hunter, a guy with less than 10 sacks in his college career at LSU, is now one of the best sack guys in the NFL. Picks up another one there, had 14 and a half last year, and became the youngest player in NFL history to reach 50 sacks in his career in the 2019 season.
He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
McKinley on the tackle.
The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At
2nd and 9. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
At the 29-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Alvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
At the 44-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
Grady Jarrett on the tackle there. Remember how he emerged in the Super Bowl against New England? Continues to step his play up. Was a Pro Bowler for the first time after 2019.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
For the Vikings.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And
that catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly and volumes.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with a former All-Pro, Todd Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there. Felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
As we mentioned, here's older brother Dustin Colquitt to punt this one away. Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
By Dante Fowler. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
On 2nd and 7. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leroy Reynolds came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
That's 6 yards.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 2nd and 16. The play fake. Here's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
If he gets this away, it's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And a big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for a Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And they got the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Ryan. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3-and-out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he locates Walker, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, it's Gurley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Ryan. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Cousins. Reception thrown by Cousins. Picked off at the 33.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. First down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He gets this one to Ridley complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Ryan able to find Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Isabella.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown Atlanta. Todd Gurley as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 21-7.
Vikings 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Demonte Casey on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's... Oh, my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum. And he's got a star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
And Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Vikings 7.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. First down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. And Thielen, 79 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he will find Ridley on the left side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23.
Julio Jones has averaged 90 receiving yards per game every season since 2013. And when you factor in that every game plan calls for them double and triple covering him, yet he's still putting up those kind of numbers, that tells you the excellence of Julio Jones.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Again they run with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10, right at the 40. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, second and 10. And this is Cook with the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he finds Cook. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Justin Jefferson.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. To throw, Cousins. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Vikings 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
Catch there by Julio Jones, and let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. 3rd among active players in receiving yards, starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
48-yard line. 2 yards on the play. And a Falcon first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Ryan on first down. This complete to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not want. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Vikings take over first.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
3-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Jefferson.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Cousins now. That'll be complete to Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle. Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations. Short yardage, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
1st and 10.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance. Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more. And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And time faded. Lets it fly for Thielen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Rolling to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A gain there of 21 yards.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Looking end zone for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of his end zone, Cousins. They're quickly to Thielen here. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.